Today, let's go through the steps of how to make a quilted back phone case. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and this is another Stitchmas video, and today we are going to be making a quilted insert to put into a clear phone case. So I got this clear phone case from Five Below, really cheap, and then I have some different fabrics here, and we are going to be making a design to put into the back of this phone case to make it have like a quilted effect. Now I saw somebody do this on Instagram, and I thought it was a really interesting idea, so I wanted to give it a go and see if it would work. Now I'm actually making this as a gift for my grandmother, so I wanted to see, what types of fabric she would like. I found these really fun kind of floral outdoorsy fabrics. I'll be sure to include a link in case you're interested in where I got these from. But basically what we're going to be doing is I cut out about 6 1.5-inch strips. And that's going to be the first process, is just cutting out all of your strips of material. Now, because it's a phone case, you do not need a ton of strips. You're going to have to keep it really prints that are very small. And then we're just going to be matching these with right sides together. So I have all of my strips and I'm just matching them. I ended up only doing 5 strips. I ended up skipping the 6 fabric that I had on hand. So we're sewing both of these, and then we'll be just sewing all of these together to create a bigger piece that will be those 5 strips attached. And for this, I am just using a straight stitch the entire time, taking about a 1/4-inch seam allowance. And then I did just continue on sewing those two together. Then once I had them done, I added that next strip on, so just kind of quilting as I go with this so that it's really easy to stitch up. Once I had all of these strips together though, then I matched it with those 2 other strips so I could get that nice set of all 5 sewn up. Super easy, just matching these all with right sides together and then just taking that seam across. Now that I have all 5 of these sewn together, I really want to give this more of like a patchwork feel, so I just put my phone case, and I could see that I still need these to be a little taller, so I'm just going to cut this directly in half and then just decide if I want this on the top or the bottom. I kind of played around with the different patterns to see which one I liked the most, and then once I had one that I liked, I'm just going to be sewing those 2 strips with right sides together as well so that I can have all of these joined and it can be long enough for my phone case. Once I had that seam done, then I just finger pressed all of these open. You could have used an iron if you would like, but since this fabric was actually pretty lightweight, finger pressing worked, and I was able to then just open each of these seams. So now with it all nice and pressed, I'm able to bring this back over to my cutting board, and what I'm going to be doing is just cutting these. So I did another 1.5-inch strip, and I am just cutting out as many as I can from this. I ended up getting about 3 strips worth, and I am now going to be matching these together into a specific pattern. So you could do this upside down, you could really do whatever way you wanted to do it with this. And then you can go through, you can adjust them, you could have them be offset. It's really more of a design for however you'd like them to look. Basically, we're just making a very, very tiny mini quilt, and you can decide how big or how small you want those pieces to be. I found that using these 3 strips, so then I matched them with right sides together, took that one seam so that they were joined, and then just matched that 3rd strip on with right sides together as well. And this is the layout for my phone case. So I decided where I would want the blues and the whites to kind of line up with, so you have kind of a little bit of flexibility there for how you want it to be laid out. And then once I figured out where I was happy with all the blues, we are now going to be taking our interfacing and we're going to be applying it to the back of this phone case. Now for the interfacing, I did more just do a general rectangle with the idea that when I go to actually press and iron all of this, I will adjust it when I go down there to do that. My iron's in a different room, so I just wanted to bring some with me, and then I'm going to bring some of my fabric shears so that I can trim this up as necessary. First step though is I wanted to press out nice and flat and smooth this fabric, this little mini quilt that I made, and then you're going to be adding your interfacing on so that the bumpy rough side, that is what's attached to the wrong side of your fabric. Once you have that listed, you're just then going to go through and trim off any of that extra interfacing so that it really is only getting attached to that material that will be used for the back of your phone case, and then you're just going to press it in place and have it attached to your fabric. So here is what my panel currently looks like. So to give it the true quilt feel, it is now time to go through and quilt it. So I just did some diagonal stripes with this to give it kind of a really fun little quilting design. I'm going to be using white thread so that it really stands off against the blues and the kind of tans that are on here. I found that this wasn't too bad. My machine did struggle sometimes with trying to get through all of those seams and the interfacing, but overall I was able to get through it. So now it is time to really do the final portion and cut this out to fit into the shape of the phone case. Getting it to fit for the shape was probably the hardest part, and really my biggest suggestion is to trace it out at the best that you can so that you can get the exterior first, and then when it comes time to the actual portion with the camera, at first I was trying to make it so that there'd be like a little opening and then you would have the little bit of fabric around, but with the phone case that I had gotten and with this fabric it just was not going to work. So I really found it a lot easier, just cut that portion off so you can see it's almost like an angle, and then this is what the phone case looks like. So there I just cut it off so that it actually isn't even included anywhere on the top. Because of how the phone fits in, it's just going to kind of snap into place and it will hold that fabric in for you. And then otherwise it's in the case the best it's going to be. I really like how this looks, especially with a phone. I definitely think this does have a little DIY quality to it, to the idea that maybe you should have gotten a clear phone case that has a border around the edges so that you can't see the raw edges of material. But I think it still looks fun and it's going to be a great DIY gift to give to my grandmother. Let me know if you've ever tried making one of these before, and if you did, how did it turn out? And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.